Button.
We gonna go live.
We gonna go live.
Good morning. Good morning.
We gonna go
Good
that's how you got to
morning.
get the energy started. So we are live today. Hello, 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 everybody. What's going on? Here, I'm going to share this on my Facebook page real quick. Cicely is not a Facebooker anymore. She is a Instagrammer, so she can't share it on her page. And and just because it's very obvious, our third party that's normally here, Stephany, is not here today. She is doing some very needed self-care. She has some things going on in her space that she needed to focus on. And so we don't just promote self-care, we believe in practicing self-care. So when people cannot show up, we definitely understand that, and we definitely want people to take care of themselves first. This is, again, we always say you can't take care of other people if you can't take care of yourself. So that's real life practice. So my name is CiaraWimby, and I am the CEO and founder of LIV You Nonprofit, and I'm also the physical wellness self-care coach. And I have with me here, I'll pass the internet mic over to Cicely.
Got it. No. So I am Cicely Beckham because I couldn't lie. My name popped up right there. And I am the mental wellness coach.
Woo, woo, woo,
And
woo.
today you're going to drop the house rules.
Yeah, let me drop the house rules real quick. At some point in time, I will probably memorize these because we'll have had enough of these meetings. But right now, everyone, so house rules: Zoom attendees mute until we involve the audience feedback. Be respectful. Write down your thoughts and allow people to finish speaking. 2-minute max for responses. Cicely is the timekeeper, monitor, enforcer, and will mute you. This is being recorded, so if you don't want to be seen, keep your face off camera. Auntie must want to be seen today because she got the camera on for us in the beginning. Woo woo! I'm bringing in another person right now. I'm bringing in Goldie, and
Hey.
so let's see. She's joining on.
Waiting on the audio to connect.
Right, waiting on the audio connect. And while that's happening, let's just say what the topic is today. The topic is de-stressing and calming yourself down. So that's what we're talking about here today, de-stressing and calming yourself down. Well, hello, Miss Goldie.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
Goldie's in the house. Goldie's in the house.
Woo, woo.
How
So
y'all doing?
we're doing good. How you doing?
I am well.
Very good, very good. So, just in case you missed one of the couple of important house rules is if you don't want to be seen on camera, mute yourself. If when we bring the audience in, you get up to 2 minutes to talk on whatever that particular topic is in that moment. And if you go over that, Cicely will mute you. Uh, And today's topic that we're talking about is distressing and calming ourselves down. And so, and that's what I forgot to do, Cicely, this morning. I forgot to share with you some of the feedback that I received from people. Did you receive any feedback
I
from
did.
the
I
internet?
did. But you can read yours and
Well, I
I
gotta
will
find
rest.
mine
Oh, well, I'll kick it off.
because I took pictures.
1212. Um, so one of our viewers, and she actually usually participates, Samantha, she's not in today. She's actually
Hey,
traveling to,
Samantha.
right? She's traveling to Phoenix. So hopefully we'll get a good link up, right?
Woo woo.
So safe travels.
Safe
But she
travel.
says, she said she's been handling stress well lately. She said, I pray and give all my worries to God to not stress about things. She said, she remembers getting a $750 fine 2 weeks ago. And she said, I almost went crazy, but I prayed on it and figured out how to appeal it. And God worked it out. And now I only owe $50. So
Wow.
when I'm tempted to start stressing, I say a prayer in my head and remind myself that if God did it before, he'll do it again. And then she also talks to her best friend about things as well to help calm each other down. So,
Shout out to best friends. And
you
not even
know,
best friends, because you know what? When we're kids, we always say this one person is my best friend. But then as you grow in life and you go different places outside of where you've been, you expand your best friend group. So shout out to best friend groups.
yes,
Best friend groups.
yes, absolutely. It's no limit.
No limit.
No limit.
Anything else? Anybody?
No, that was all that that was the only person that shared.
Okay,
But it
all
was a good
righty.
one. Look, it was a good one.
I do. I like that. And one of the things, so when she talked about like the fine, it made me think about, and maybe I shouldn't say this before they send me a ticket, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because you know what? I'm covered. So when I moved out here to Phoenix, I don't know, maybe like 6 months in, maybe a year in, I got a ticket from going through the light. And I got, they mailed it to me, but I still have my Chicago plates. Shout out Chicago plates, because when I wound up getting Arizona plates, I called because I was like, man, I couldn't find a ticket, but I'm trying to be a responsible person. And I'm like, let me call and pay this ticket because I don't want no problems. I don't want to get a boot or whatever.
Right.
They couldn't find it and it didn't exist anymore.
Yep.
I was like,
Right. Hallelujah.
so yeah, those are blessings. All those are blessings. So I have a couple that I got in, and I got them from Auntie Beverly, but she posted. So you know what? Thank you for posting, because we love when people share things with us. But she's also here, but I'm gonna read them off, and then she can expand on them if she likes. So she says, of course, my hobbies keep my mind preoccupied and relaxed. Baking desserts. By the way, my auntie makes bomb desserts. Yes. Relaxing. A mysterious novel. Riding my bike. Swedish weaving projects. She makes really nice Swedish weaving projects. I just happen to have one, and not because I was reading this, but this is also where I sit it for work, and I put this on me. So it's a shawl. So I always put it on me when I get cold. And then she also said, I turn off my stress by being alone, and in myself via walking and talking and meditation. I can even turn on some music to uplift me, nothing sad. She has a lot of different tools that that help her relieve her stress. You want to expand on anything that was said? You're muted.
There I go. I was trying to unmute. Anyway, yeah, like uh in the morning time, daily, you know me. I'm always starting my day off walking. I walk 5 miles a day. That's my me time, my alone time, time that I spent to relax my mind, relax my body, to get me started for the day. And just like today, I did 30 minutes of walking. And then once I did my little 30 minutes of walking, I still had to relax. I'm still doesn't feel like I did enough to relax me. So I went for a bike ride. I rode my bike for an hour. And once I finished riding my bike, it's just like, okay, now I'm ready to start my day. So with me, every day, daily, I have to walk, to be with just me to just release myself to get me started for the day.
I love
And
that.
then along the day, you know, if I start to get bored or stressed out about something, I'm always referring to my hobbies, like Ciara said about my weaving. I'm into weaving, you know, my Swedish weaving. Matter of fact, I have a little something here
Go ahead and promote
that I
yourself,
weave.
Auntie. Promote yourself.
Sorry, I'm not promoting myself,
No,
but you know, it's just a
no,
hobby.
go ahead.
That's
I'm
Please
just
do.
giving you a hard time. I love that's what we do.
and I have other little, like you say, I just find things to do to relax myself. Like I said, I love reading mystery books. I would grab a book and just sit down and read, or to listen to music. I don't like sad drama, no music. I don't like anything with drama. I just like uplifting beat, you know, something to get me going, to take my mind elsewhere. So that is one of a minute. I have like I have many things that I do to relax me, you know. Listen, I can talk forever, but you know, Ciara, she'll take over.
You passing the mic.
Look, my internet got cut off, so I wasn't able to time it. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so let's just go ahead and put that out there. Cicely is having internet connections today, so 1 minute she'll be here, and next minute she'll be frozen and away from us. So
Yeah, and if I'm froze looking like this, don't screenshot me, okay? let me
try to
be great for
blackmail
one
her
time.
later.
Right. Don't be trying to hold me hostage or nothing. So, did you have others that I missed it or
No, that was it. That was all that I had.
cool? So I think this was a good one. It was a good question to make me really question, because at this point I think they were just like automatic. It's my automatic process. I haven't really just stopped and say, well, what really do you do to de-stress? I'm like, I don't know, just do it. You know, it was just at that point that when you made me stop and think about it, with asking this question, it was like, oh, I mean, like you said, it's a multitude of things that's going on, a plethora. So I guess it depends on what I'm stressing about is what my go-to is. And so if I'm stressing about, let's just say schoolwork for me, because you know that's going to be my top one at this point, I will dive into a book that takes me all the way out of my element of schoolwork, because all I read is psychology. So now I want to just read drama, and like not drama, but like fun drama, like stuff that's going on, excitement and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll pick up a book. If I'm stressing about family, I automatically go to prayer immediately. That's my source. Then when I'm stressing about, let's just say friendship, any relationship issue, I'll just cut off, period, bye. You know, let me just take time, because maybe it's me. It's my attitude. I'm funky around here. I'm the bad energy. Let me isolate to self-regulate. You know, so it's just different mechanisms depending on what is stressing me. And that was something that I really needed to figure out, because it's just like, oh, well, what are my coping skills in this field? What are, you know, because everything don't work for everybody. Everything don't work for me. So it's just like finding and learning what these things are. If anybody knows me, like my go-to used to be jump up and travel. Then they closed the earth down, and it was like, oh, I can't go nowhere. Oh my God. So sometimes you have to like fine tune it. Like it's not always going to be a concrete solution to whatever it is you're doing. Like you have to wax and wane to figure out what works for you, because everything not always going to work all the time. So I'll give that to just say, don't be so hard on yourself to think that you have to have one solution for every problem, because it's just not true.
All right, so we have somebody on Facebook. We have Miss Mia, my little boo, Miss Mia on, and she asked. She said, "Well, what about work?" I'm texting and I'm asking, "Are you saying that work distresses you?" So I know that she is a workaholic. She loves to work. Like Mia can put in 80 hours in a week, and she loves it. When I tell you loves it, she loves it. So that may be something. Oops. It took it away. That might be something that actually de-stresses her. So hold on, let me get back to this.
Yeah.
Because
And
you never know.
listen, for us, we like, oh my God, you want us to work that long? Other people like, that's what I do.
But
And
if you
sometimes,
love what you do, right?
yeah, sometimes being productive does de-stress you. Because if I'm being productive, what am I stressing about? Because I'm producing, I can see it, it's tangible. So I think that is super duper dope. That can be one of your things. That's a strength. So
So one of the things that, and I'm trying to pull it back up because for some reason it popped away. But let me see, view as a visitor. But they say if you love what you do for your work, then you'll never work a day in your life, right? So
man,
that be one of
true.
those things.
It definitely could be. Like I said, when you find your purpose and you feel like it's productive and it hits you right, you can ask for a better feeling. Like when like Auntie Beverly with the knitting, what you call it, Swedish knitting.
Right, right.
Like that's a groove. And like, and not only are you being productive and you enjoying it, but then you actually are selling your like it's productive, it's a stream of income that you absolutely enjoy. So it's not hard work at all. It's just like, shoot, I'm doing this for my pockets and my mental sanity.
Man, when we
Double win.
on our family calls every week, like she just sit there. Hey y'all, girl, let me tell you. And I'm surprised she's not doing it right now because I think the first couple times she was on with us, she was Swedish weaving. Like this is what she does. Okay, so this is okay. So she responded. I got the refresh. Says, or maybe I missed the beginning. I thought you all were talking about how to handle stress. I needed recommendations. Okay, yeah. So this is about recommendations for that. So yeah, so far people were talking about having some hobbies or doing some exercise for ways to relax. Then also depending on what the situation is. So for work, how do you relax from work? So I'll answer one of the tips that I used. And actually I just wrote about this and it's actually going to be in short plug in our weekly newsletter that will come out today. Or no, I did it last week. It was for last week's one. And I talked about walking and how I had made a commitment to myself. A part of my self-care practice was to walk a couple of days after work. And in this particular day, was just drained from work. And I literally just wanted to crawl up in the bed and go to sleep. However, I had all this energy in me that was just like, I can't lay down. I need to do something. I need to do something. And I was just like, but I don't want to go outside to walk. I don't want to put on the walking clothes, the walking shoes to go outside to walk around. Like it just seemed extremely overwhelming. But I know that a couple of my aunties, they walk around the house. And so I was like, well, what if I just put my PJs on? Because, that's going to make me feel all good and comfy and cozy. And then I can still look crazy, in the house and then just walk around. And I started doing that at first. And at first I felt really silly. I was just like, really, you walking around the house? But after a few laps, I'm like, let me cover this corner. Let me get to that other corner. Hold on, I missed that corner. And after I was doing it, I literally started feeling good and I started settling down. And I started seeing that I was feeling relaxed. And I was like, oh, well, let me keep going for the 30 minutes I would have walked being outside. And so I kept on going. So Mia, definitely, even though it seems like when you tired from work, and I know you work like 18-hour days, 15-hour days, there's some type of exercise that you still need to do, even if it's just for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something to just dance, something to relax your body, to let your body know that you're transitioning from one space of your day to transition into another space. Sit down, meditate. I don't think people think that meditation is scary if they don't do it because they think that they have to quiet their mind. No, that's the long-term goal to get there. When you're first meditating, everything is in your mind and you thinking about everything, and really it's just to sit there and just start relaxing. So yeah, things are going to be popping around, but then you just keep sitting there and you breathe and you relax. And actually, you know what we're going to do? That just popped into my mind. We'll do a 5-minute meditation before we get off the call today. If you all don't mind, would that be something that you all think you all would enjoy doing? So we'll do a 5-minute meditation. But I'm gonna jump on in with what I also, because those are some tools I use that I just mentioned. But my 100% never fail go to is always I'm gonna give a drum roll.
Brrr.
Do any of you all know what I'm gonna say? You're muted, Goldie. You muted, Auntie.
Look at both of them.
I said, go to sleep.
I say, run her mouth. Talk. That's her realization. She just love to talk. She love to talk.
So going to sleep is one, but it's not my number one go-to.
Yoga.
Probably my number two go-to.
She love to write.
Yoga is my number two. Going to sleep is yoga is number one. Going to sleep is number two, and writing is number three. And that, and then everything else like walking and whatever else. And so, if I could get paid for every time I tell people that they should just do yoga, not even teaching yoga, but if I could just get paid for every time I've told how many times have I told y'all need to do yoga? Y'all need to do yoga. Y'all need to, please. I wish there was just one yoga brand that could just give me money for this, because when I tell y'all yoga, Cicely says she has different things that she does for different occasions. Yoga, no matter what. So how I even got introduced to yoga was because of my dad. And I remember as a kid, and of course, Beverly probably would know more because she was an adult, knowing my dad as an adult. And I only saw it from a little person's view. But as a kid, my dad, I saw my dad practicing yoga. I didn't know what he was doing, but he practiced yoga. And as I became into age and just over the years, I have a couple pictures of my dad doing yoga, doing a headstand. And my dad would just kind of just say, yeah, I did yoga, or he'd have some videos or whatever. And I'm just gonna keep it all the way real. Like my dad even had like X-rated yoga videos. Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Big old freak. Hey, big
Story of my life, all type of crap. My daddy was like, well, I can kill two birds with one stone. I can go look at some naked ladies and do yoga.
Man, the flexibility from yoga. Hey, that's deep. Okay.
Right. So he was, blending everything into one. So so my dad never encouraged me to practice yoga. My dad never was like, let's do yoga together. Let's go to a yoga class. Let's yoga nothing. And how I started my journey was once I was extremely ill, and I've said this many times, with Crohn's disease, and my muscles atrophied. And it was hard to move, hard to anything when your muscles atrophy. And I was thinking about, well, how can I do anything if literally I can't do anything? And so I just kind of just laid back and I was like, well, what could I do? And this thought came to me, which was yoga. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, my dad practiced yoga, and I had some yoga tapes, and had a yoga book. So I actually just started with the yoga book. And so I would just do some of the poses, and it started building strength inside of my body. And so I use that to literally, I want to say heal from being my muscles being atrophied, but getting my body back moving. Then after that, I pretty much stopped yoga. And then when my mom passed away, my whole focus was about being happy. And so I wanted to start engaging in activities that I had always said I wanted to do, but never got around to doing. And that was, I wanted to take a professional in studio yoga class, because I'd always just done it with a video. So I wanted to go to a yoga studio. So I joined this community yoga studio, and then I started playing tennis, because, you know, I was going to be the next, in my mind, best amateur tennis player. Well, it requires a lot of running, which I don't like to do. So that just, you know, that wasn't gonna, but I do like to play tennis if you just want to hit me the ball so I can, you know, hit it and wear my cute tennis skirt because I look cute. So then I used yoga as a way to continue to just kind of, you know, maintain my health. But then I also used yoga once again when I knew that my dad was passing away. He had got notified on March 1st that he had cancer. And then on April 3rd, he passed away. So within like a 30-day, 31-day period. But during that whole time, I had actually started a yoga practice, and I stayed committed. My intent was to do 40 days, and I was starting it on March the 1st because my uncle, who had already passed away, which is also my auntie's brother, had passed away. I wanted to start it on March 1st because I was honoring my uncle in that type of way. Now I'm kind of tearing up, but in that type of way. And so to find out on the same day that my uncle, whose birthday had already passed, to find out that my father now had cancer was like, okay, well, I'm really doing this 40-day commitment. And so as during the middle of March and going forward, finding out that he was not going to be making it much longer, I had to continue that practice, and I had to continue it because it was the only way I could keep continuing. And so I learned in that moment that yoga was my best friend. It's the only thing that it has always been able to get me through all of my problems and all of my issues and anything that had ever happened to me that was insurmountable. And so I was able to move through because of it. And so I didn't just do 40 days of yoga. I wound up doing 90 days of yoga because I couldn't quit, because I was afraid that if I quit this practice, that I would literally just vanish from the earth, not even like have a breakdown. It like I would just disappear. And so I just kept going. And I have a friend right now that's going through something with the loss of someone in her family. And I'm like, what do you love doing? She's like, I love to run. I'm like, run every day. Like you need that. And it helps you get that energy out of your body. It helps you to rest and things like that. And so like every day, even if I'm not necessarily practicing what are asanas, which are the poses, I breathe, I meditate, I'll do the asanas. I am very conscious about what I eat. Before we came on, my aunt was asking me what I was eating because I was quickly putting something in my mouth before we came on, and I was like, I'm eating some rice and avocados. And you know, they were like, what? That's an interesting combination. And I'm like, well, I got my ginger, orange, carrot juice sitting out waiting for me a little later. But yoga is not just poses, which people believe they are. It's literally an entire lifestyle of a system to help you stay healthy in your mind, your body, and your spirit. And that's why I'm always promoting yoga. And one of the things I also love about yoga is that you don't necessarily have to do the asanas for it to be yoga. Your yoga practice could be walking. Your yoga practice could be running. But it's just is giving you, I guess, kind of an outline of, you need to be conscious of how you treat your body. You need to, be conscious of that you're more than just a body, you're also a spirit. You need to be conscious of, what you're putting in your mind, the people you're around, the things that you read. So it's literally almost giving you the blueprint of something. So yoga is definitely not poses. Yoga is a living, breathing self-care manual, if you will.
I ain't definitely gonna jump in because you definitely way over 2 minutes. So
I know.
look at your auntie. I told you
She let me go because I said, I was having because my daddy passed away. Thank you for that.
Look, that was this space. You chose it. Take it. So, but the whole time, yoga people, you hear her. She is promoting it. Supports us. Let her be a campaign manager.
Endorse me for something for yoga.
She's the one for that. And it's definitely, it is her lifestyle. She definitely walk it like she talks it. Like, if you did not hear what she's saying, you definitely see what she's doing. And it shows in everything that she does. And it's no lie, she's there. And I laugh, and I do always turn up my face about the stuff she's eating, because clearly I'm not the health nut. I'm like, ugh. If it don't taste good, I don't want it. I don't even want to try it. Stop asking me. So, but ginger carriage, why? Why do I want that? And then when I'm definitely like, Ciara, what was that secret potion you use? Right? That's me. It's okay. That's how I am. And watch I call at the beginning of January, like, I need a 21-day detox. She gonna be like, girl, that's what I do. And be comfortable with that. Just knowing, like, that's definitely her lifestyle. It works for her. But that's something, as you heard, behavioral change takes forever. 90 days. Like, the commitment in doing that, you definitely had to find purpose in getting through that process, because I won't. And I used to get so upset when you're like, well, I told you, you talk to your friends. I told you you needed to change. You needed to drop this. You need to do that. And it's just like, you ever tried to stick to a diet? When the last time you said you was going to do something and actually stuck to that diet? Like, do you know the mental capacity it took for you to create the change that you were trying to see? It was a war, all out, fall out war. And so give yourself credit. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you can make it through 30, 60, 90 days, I'd be mad when she say go on a 3-day detox. 3 days? Who finna give up good food for 3? Not me. Like, that's just the mentality that I'm at some levels. But then she say, Cicely, I need you to write this 15-page paper. And I'm like, bet, got it for you next week. So it's just certain things. You have to know your strengths and your weaknesses and what works for you. If it worked for you, pick it up. If it don't, leave it there.
But I think everybody on this call also know that I'm going to Harold's. I'm going to Harold's. What you doing, Ciara? I'm going to Harold's. Maybe not every day. Maybe not even every week. Maybe not even every month. But when the taste hits me, I'm going to Harold's.
Let's not forget Wendy's.
And I'm going to Wendy's. There it is. Here, y'all can go ahead and use me as y'all promotional tools too, because I'll be like, look, you can still be healthy and eat Wendy's and Harold's too.
Just not every day, sis. Oh, you didn't put that part in the disclaimer.
Right. It's in the fine print. It's in the fine print, but it's definitely what it's a balance. So it's not every day you should be doing whatever it is, because too much of anything is too much. It really is.
Facts. True. Let's open up the floor for people that are in the audience, and also Facebook people that I can't see. Hey y'all, type in the chat, talk to us. So yes, let's open up the floor. You guys want to share your practices? I know Auntie Beverly were able to do it, but do you want to share some of your practices?
Sure, why not? So the main thing I do for stress relief, because typically most of the time it doesn't involve something I did, it's usually another person, right? The first thing that I ask myself is, what can I control? What do I have control over? And I focus on the thing that I can control, the thing or things that I can control. And just tell myself, you can't control other people. They make their own decisions. And no matter what it is you say or how you ask them to do things, they're going to do what they want to do. So then that's the first thing. The second thing is I do have to, and typically this comes first, I have to kind of sit and meditate. So there's that time that I have to kind of step away. I was on the phone with one of my employees who did something exactly what I asked her not to do. I gave her very specific instructions on what to do. And she thought that meant I need to take these instructions and create a different solution. Don't know how that happened. And I team people up all the time. So the other person who was involved in it had written down exactly what I said, and she didn't correct her. And she had been working with me for longer, for 7 years. And the other person just been working with me for like a year and a half. And she didn't correct her. So mind you, before I went in, well, I actually did go in a little bit, but I then hung up. I handed the call over to my manager, one of the managers that I have on staff. And then I sat with it. And I said, okay, so, and I asked myself a couple of questions. Number one, what can I control? Number two, how can I make sure this doesn't happen again? What things can I put in place to make sure that this doesn't happen again? And unfortunately for that situation, the only solution was to remove her from that circle of things to do, right? Her responsibility for that thing was taken away. But sometimes we have to do that and we have to make hard decisions. The other thing that I do is journal. I love journaling and I love writing. I actually wrote a movie and a book.
Okay.
Published anything, haven't sent it off, but it was fun and I had a great time and I love doing that. And that's about it. Hopefully that's helpful.
Definitely. People hate making hard decisions, like hate it. And then that's when we always call our friends, well, what would you do? If it was you, what would you do? I'd be like, sis, it wouldn't be me. No, it wouldn't be me. I can't tell you what I would do because it wouldn't be me.
I wouldn't even be there in the first place.
Right? Like I hate when, if he was in a scary movie, it wouldn't be me. I wasn't gonna. You're not gonna find me in the woods with no, that's not me. So I think the process of being honest with your friends like that, like, you know, being able to, like you said, I sat with myself and had to make a decision. You didn't say I sat with myself and then call Ciara and say, what would you do if it was me? You literally followed through with self because you understand that you have to, you go ahead. I see you.
I did call Ciara after and tell her, well, girl, let me tell you.
What I did, yeah.
This chick did.
Yeah.
And then, do you believe that? Does that sound anything like what I said?
Definitely. You definitely talked to after the decision, though, but you made the decision yourself. Like, you didn't have her validate that decision because you were like, I'm going to have to deal with it regardless. But let me tell you what I did. It was wow. Yeah. Definitely had those things. But most people don't do that, though. Like, they call first to help me out with this. And then when it don't go whatever.
Uh-oh.
When things don't go right. I want to be able to blame somebody. So I applaud you for taking full responsibility. Like, this is what I did. And when whatever gonna happen next, gonna happen next. So, like, yeah, my internet finna go crazy. It just said it was unstable. So
yeah, you paused for a minute and then you popped back in. So that was good.
Janky promotion. You hear me?
I like that Goldie took the time to, you know, step back a while. And then I like that she took the time to make sure she addressed it, whereas this will not happen again. So she won't have to go through that stress again. She made sure that this woman is not placed in that situation again. And hey, Goldie, I miss you.
Hey, Auntie, I miss you too.
My little niece. Hi, hey, sweetie.
I know. I was looking
Nice
at all
seeing
your
you.
food and stuff on Facebook. Like, man.
Okay, we gotta be quiet before Cicely cuss us out.
But I mean, that's part of de-stressing too. You know, even just looking on Facebook sometimes, just kind of like not letting your mind have to think about something, just scrolling through, you know, even though my auntie stresses me out sometimes when I'm looking at the food, because then I'm like, can you mail it to me? And then she's like, it's gonna cost too much, you know, to mail it to you. And I'm like, but
it's like she teasing us on purpose.
Right. It's evil. It's evil. Thank you, Goldie.
Yes.
It's evil. I'm like, so you can't mail that. But, you know, but on the same token, I'm talking to Goldie yesterday and she's like, girl, I just got these beef ribs and this. And when you come to Chicago, girl, I'm going to take you there. And I'm like,
that's the point. They want you to come to them. That's what they say.
So you know they were a little salty, just so you know. So you would have been a little bit upset.
You ain't missed nothing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
they were salty.
For me to come to where they are. Is that what's happening?
That's what that means. You need to go visit.
They're like, ooh.
Entice you, yeah, with good eats. Because good eats will make you go places. Like, oh, what's that? If it's real good, it will make you go.
I mean,
yeah, you know, for Christmas, when I make that pecan pie, she gonna want to come.
You see what she just did?
The whole time people mail pies every day, sis.
I know. Pies are not expensive to ship. They're not.
She shipped me a couple before, but you know, she playing games. That's all. That's okay. I don't need it anyway. No.
Don't act like that. I need it. I need it.
Like, but you can go ahead and ship it. If she don't want it, I'll take it.
Down the street, I go get it.
Right.
Yeah. Listen, but a lot of people do eat for stress too. Good food will make you forget about problems, and that's why I be like, okay, I'm gonna slow down because I seen my 600-pound life, and you know what? I don't need them type of trouble. So, but listen, I see why people. It's a good drug of choice.
It is.
I see why. Sugar is a strong demon that is beating me up every day. Every day, sugar is my friend.
It's a drug. I mean, that's a real truth. It's a drug. We got to be honest with that.
Yes.
All righty. So it is 11:44. We're gonna do a quick 5-minute meditation, and I'm actually going to play, because it's in my phone right now on repeat, because I really love it, which is called "I Am Everything." And it's by Beautiful Chorus. And just as another plug, it is actually being featured in our upcoming newsletter, which will be going out today. So if you are not a subscriber, please go to our LIV You site, LIVYOU.org, and subscribe to our weekly newsletter so that you can get weekly inspirations. And but I featured this particular song because it came across my feed, not this song, but another one of their songs, when I was listening to meditation music. And I was like, oh, who are they? Let me go look them up and research them. And then I heard this song, and it's very simple words, but it's powerful. So what we're going to do, so I'm not going to do a guided meditation because we're going to have this music playing. So use the music as the mantra. So when we're talking about, you know, not thinking about things, just keep repeating what the words are saying from the music. And then when you're breathing, so I want you to put your hand on your lower ab right now. And sit up as straight as you possibly can. So bust out, shoulders back, shoulders relaxed.
But you said put my hand on my fupa?
Yes, put your hand right there.
I don't have no lower abs. Okay.
And then Make sure that your feet are planted firmly on the floor. And instead of having like your legs kind of going out wide, make sure they're facing straight. Kind of like feeling like you have like something like a ball in between and you're trying to keep it from falling, even though you don't necessarily have to have your legs touching. So right now, before we start the music, I just want you all to get comfortable with that position. And then I want you just to inhale and then expand your belly as you inhale. And I know as women, we like to keep that gut sucked in as much as possible because we don't want none of it to show. But when you're breathing in meditation, you want it to expand so you can get all that good air in all the way down to the belly, and then exhale and then allow it to release all the way out. And so then you can go back into sucking in that gut, but you're pushing all the air out. And then inhale. So you're actually kind of moving a little bit with it. And you're doing this at your own pace. And so I am actually going to play the music and put on a 5-minute timer so you all can close your eyes and stay there. I wanna be. I have everything I need. I am everything I wanna be. I have everything I need. I am everything I wanna And when you're ready, start bringing yourself back into the current space. Wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, being present in your body again. And open your eyes. Hello. How are you?
It's powerful.
How y'all feeling?
Listen, I just wanted to yell. Like, I'm back. That was deep. That was intense. It was a good intensity though. Like it was what I needed in this space. Like, what? Can you send that to me?
And that was, I definitely can. And that was just 5 minutes. You know, so we think that de-stressing takes a lot of time. We think that it takes a lot of effort. Literally, you can just, you know, take 5 minutes, like Goldie was saying, just kind of collect your thoughts about, you know, whatever is happening. Just sit there for a minute and regroup. And, you know, that's a really great way to regroup. Breathing, it helps calm you, it helps ground you. Again, because not all the time we're in a place where we can calm our own minds down. Listen to something that you can focus on, that can redirect your thoughts, and then you know, come back, and then, you know, you are feeling a little bit more grounded, centered, and then whatever it is that's happening, you know, move forward. Now, we don't always have that opportunity, because let's say you're in a meeting, let's say, you know, you're at work and you're in a meeting, and you don't always have that 5 whole minutes to be like, okay, everybody, please let me do me a 5-minute meditation break before I snap off on everybody up in here. Let me take that time. But then you can still just breathe. No matter what's happening, no matter where you are, with your eyes open, you can just always, you know, start breathing and, you know, calming yourself down. But yeah, like I said, I found, and that's just one song. That song is actually a 7-minute long song. It was already playing from me listening to it earlier. But listening to other different things by them is, I love it. I definitely will send it. Actually, you know what? I'll post the YouTube link on here all together. But yeah, it's their voices and that sound, and it just just felt so good.
When they say it hit different, it hit different.
Right. And then to hear something repeated over and over, you know, for yourself, saying that I am everything I want to be, and I have everything I need. There is no lack. There are no problems. You're good. Everything is fine. So anybody have any questions? And you all are still on mute, just in case you all are trying to talk. Anybody have any questions, comments, anything like that for us?
I was just saying about the sun, is this so positive, you know, it kept sending me such positive energy about myself. You know, a lot of times people don't take time to love their self, you know, to just look deep inside of you, because
value you.
the flies, the fruit flies in your house again.
No, I'm saying
So,
love, inspire, value you. Live you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, exactly, live you. So that's what I was just, you know, I just kept thinking about it, you know, talking to you, just throwing out positive energy to you, for you to just, you know, take a look in yourself. You know, you are everything, you know, you have everything you need, you know, it's you. So I like that. Yeah. So I would like to have that. I love that. That was very nice. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. So this is when people see how you spend your free time. Huh? collecting tools and resources so that I don't lose my mind on you. That's what I do. My manager always tells me, she's like, you always are so, patient and positive. I was like, girl, because I do yoga every day. I get up in the morning time and I get it right before I come up in here. And so then I'm just like, okay, you need to do it. Okay. Oh, you have a whole bunch of questions. Change it all. Just scrap it. Don't do it, girl. And then I'm like, I'm so agreeable because I'm just like, no problem. I can be flexible. So yoga, again, not just flexible in my body, because I can't do yoga because I'm not flexible, but it's about being flexible in your mind. Yep, seeing beyond what you can think for yourself, and be okay with people guiding you. And because I don't know everything. So I don't have a problem when I come up with something and then somebody else wants to enhance it or questions it, because that's also stand your ground. If that's what you thought it was, that's what it was. But then also say, okay, I'm okay to change that because maybe that's not the answer to everything. It's good.
Definitely. I think
Well,
flexibility. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Flexibility is key to just life in general. Like I said, be water, as y'all always say. I'm fire, I'm water, I'm earth. We be Captain America in here. But just flexibility in everything. Just knowing there is no direct one way answer, cookie cutter answer, I should say, to everything. Flexibility works. Thank you all. Even though, like I said, my internet was wilding today. I don't know. Sorry, guys. But thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing that powerful meditation, Ciara. That was definitely something to put in my arsenal. I just want to be, just show thanks and let you guys know that once again, you could have been anywhere in the world today, but you chose to be here with us, and we appreciate you. We love you. We value you. And definitely, if you have anything that you want to talk about, that you want to discuss, that you want more of, please let us know. Subscribe to the email, subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram. We don't have Snapchat yet, but maybe we'll get on there soon. But yeah, subscribe. Let us know. Talk to us. Come and talk to us. We really want to. Right? She catch the groove every time, right? So yes, thank you. Couldn't say it enough. And be blessed in the rest of your week and day and all that other good stuff. Once again, sending my cootie free kisses. Bye guys. Love you all.
Bye.